Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It's time to review the latest movie in the Planet of the Apes reboot series. It is the fourth film in the reboot series and the 10th film overall in the franchise. It is time for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes because apes and humans together are strong. Yes, ha ha ha!
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is a 2024 American science fiction action film. It was directed by Wes Ball. It was written by Josh Freeman and based upon the novel Planet of the Apes by French author Pierre Boulet. Now, the film stars Owen Teague, Kevin Durand, Freya Allen, Peter Mackin, Lydia Peckman, Travis Jeffrey, and I think it's Erica Darville. Now, in this film, many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define the future for apes and humans alike. And there's no joke about that. Now, horror fans, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I actually saw the original Planet of the Apes film series, while growing up to the 70s. I believe I actually saw the first film in theaters. I don't remember, but I do remember seeing all of the original 5 films of the Planet of the Apes series during the 70s. I believe they all aired on CBS at the time. Now, I enjoyed watching all 5 films, especially Battle of the Planet of the Apes, where my brother and I, because we were like little kids, we enjoyed the ape saying, "Ape has killed ape, ape has killed ape, ape has killed ape." See, you crack up, and you can still see I love that scene. No, of course, I and everyone else was very disappointed in Tim Burton's 2001 remake of Planet of the Apes, despite the excellent prosthetic makeups that designer Rick Baker made. I think that was really the only good thing about that film was the makeup effects that he did. Other than that, the film was, oh boy, I don't even want to talk about that. Then, of course, we got the rebooted series that started with 2011 with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, followed by Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in 2014, and then concluded with 2017's War of the Planet of the Apes. Now, after that, we actually thought that the franchise was over. We really didn't know what to do with it then. We saw the death of Caesar was there. We figured that's over. We really don't need to go any further. It was a great trilogy series. All 3 films are very good films. Obviously, the work of Andy Serkis and his motion capture performance of Caesar was excellent in all 3 films. It had a nice beginning, middle, and ending. So we really didn't think, what else there is to do? You could do with the Planet of the Apes. Everyone thought the series was over, but then after Disney bought 20th Century Fox in 2019, development of a new Planet of the Apes movie began. Oh, you know how it is with Disney. Gotta make money on any IPs that they now have. And just like they've done with all their other IPs, they just said, let's make another Planet of the Apes movie. So, of course, that brings us to American film director Wes Ball's latest entry into the franchise. And as I stated earlier, the 4th film in the rebooted series and the 10th film overall in the franchise. This one is called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, taking place generations, or I believe 300 years since Caesar's death, it appears that apes have divided into numerous clans, while the humans have become completely feral thanks to the simian disease. Now we're introduced to Noah. He's a young ape who lives in a falconry ape clan where apes learn how to communicate and sing with eagles and falcons and they do their daily chores. Now, out collecting eagle eggs with his friends Anaya and Soa, they run into a human scavenger who follows them back to their home. Uh-oh, who is this human following Noah and his friends? What's going on here? Now, Noah's encounter with the human will lead him on a journey where he discovered the truth about Caesar's cheat teachings, and his decision could change the future on both apes and humans alike. It's really the best way I can describe what's happening in this film without really spoiling anything. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but when watching this movie, one of the things that comes to mind that I thought was whether or not the audience will miss Caesar, as he was so focused on all the movies in this rebooted series. Everything focused upon this character from his beginnings, his second part of the story, and when he learns that apes also can be bad just like humans. And then, of course, the third part of the story when he actually has to, unfortunately, goes to war and thinking maybe Cobra is right, maybe he can't trust humans, but then he eventually finds out that even though there are some good humans, there's still some bad humans, and unfortunately, war is coming. Now, however, I'm pleased to say that Wes and screenwriter Josh Beam have given us a very compelling and interesting story here. They really did a good job in making sure the audience doesn't miss Cedar. Now, of course, Andy Serkis' presence is missed in the film, but as far as the film itself, it has nothing to do with Caesar. Yes, of course, he's mentioned in the film, but this is all a new story involving Noah and his adventures of the journey that he goes on to. Now, I like the fact that the story takes place many generations after Caesar's death, and we learn what happened to both the humans and the apes. It's nice to see Noah's home, how it operates, from the young apes who marvel at Noah and his friends about how high they have to climb to get the eagle's face, and to Noah's relationship with his father. Really good shows what type of society how these apes live by, which is sort of similar to what humans do. So I like that aspect that how Noah's family and this group of apes and how they live, how their hierarchy is structured. I thought it was a great way to see all this aspects in the film and how the apes, Noah's clan and his friends and how they live in their section in the woods. Another interesting aspect of the film is I like what Noah and his friends call humans now, is they call them echoes, as I believe they're now considered echoes of the past. They really don't encounter humans very much anymore, other than what they've been told by what Noah calls their elders, and they call them echoes because they say those are the past. As far as they're concerned, they're now the dominant species of the planet, and humans, they're just echoes. So they call them echoes. Another aspect I liked about the film is the orangutan named Raka and that Noah encounters on his journeys. And Raka teaches him the truth about Caesar's teachings and how humans were the dominant species before apes took over, which is something new for a young ape like Noah, who's never really encountered humans before, and probably never encountered humans in his life, other than some of the stories he's heard by his elders and his father. Of course, we get a different perspective when we see Proximus Caesar and his kingdom. As we learn, apes are no different than humans when it comes to power and the subjugation of apes under his rule. When you look at Proximus Caesar and how you can see how they distorted Caesar's teachings and how he now is has all these apes under his rule. There's a nice moment when Caesar finally encounters his mother and he says, we're all, there's no more home. We're all under his rule. And Noah doesn't accept that because of what Raka taught him. And I like that aspect about how we see how Proximus actually teaches how he abuses his power because in his way he thinks he's benefiting from what the apes, but it's all about him in the long run. Now, of course, all the actors do a wonderful job in their roles, especially with Owen Teague doing a great job as the young Noah. Now, the first thing is I like that he isn't Caesar. He is just a young and intelligent ape who simply wants to save his clan and return back to their home, not the kingdom. And I like that aspect of Noah. Uh, I like the fact that he respects Caesar's teachings regarding humans, and we see that with his interactions with Noah May when the warlike ape attacks. I won't reveal too much about that human character, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know why the reason I say Noah/May. No, of course, veteran actor Kevin Durant is simply wonderful as Proximus Caesar. He is an ape who has twisted Caesar's teaching, as I stated earlier, for his own benefit and power over other apes, who was looking to learn more about humans and their technology. Now, how he does that, I really don't want to give that away because that's part of the aspect of the film that I want to remain secret, but I'm pretty sure people who have seen the film know what I'm talking about. Now, Freya Allen, who we know, I believe, plays a character in the TV show. I think it's a Netflix TV show called The Witcher. She's great as May Noah, as we all know that there's more to what she's telling Noah and his friend. It's obviously she has her own agenda, is the reason why she's following Noah in the first place. Again, don't want to give too much away because that's going to spoil some aspects of the film. But if you saw the film, you know what I'm talking about. There's really not much I can say about that character without spoiling anything. Now, for me, what's fascinating about this film is we get to see the same aspects that we saw in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and in Battle of the Planet of the Apes, where apes are no different than humans. Because as we saw in Battle of the Planet of the Apes, they had this rule where an ape doesn't kill another ape. But unfortunately, for those who saw Battle of the Planet of the Apes, we actually see Aldo eventually kills Caesar's son. So we saw that. And again, in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, we see Kobo killed another ape. And that's the reason why a lot of apes are on him. And that's what Caesar has to learn is that, yeah, there are no, just like there are bad humans, they can also be bad apes. So when apes start learning humans or learning about their intelligence and what's good or what's bad for them, they can be just as cruel as humans can be to each other. And again, that's that nice balance I see that it doesn't matter what type of society you have, whoever is the dominant species, there's always going to be that one person or that one animal that's looking to find out a way to dominate the other species. And they're going to do the same thing as humans done to each other, as we saw apes do to each other in both of those films, in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and in Battle of the Planet of the Apes. And again, like I said before, when Maximus tells his followers what he's doing is for the benefit of all apes, we all know that he's doing it for his own benefit and power. Now, of course, there's some aspects of what he tells Noah during the course of the third act of the film is that, yeah, you humans can't be trusted. And he might be right because we all know some humans, and based on what we see in the film, they obviously have an ulterior motive. So that's what he's seeing. But we all know that eventually Max Proximus is only looking out for himself. Now, of course, the main reason why we come to see this film are the visuals, and they are wonderful here. That's the reason why the film is so well. The visual effects were done by Eric Wingquest and Weta FX, which did the visual effects for all three Planet of the Apes rebooted films. Very wonderful how the cinematography is when, especially beginning of the film, when we see the Noah and his friends and how they're climbing up the trees and some of the stuff that happens there to the when we get to Proximus Caesar's outpost near the beach. That looks very well done, very well made. So the visual effects, the cinematography all work well. And that's one of the main reasons why I really did enjoy this film. It's going to be interesting to see where this franchise goes, especially what we see at the end of the film regarding the humans and with Noah and Sona as well. Now, I'm not going to give away too much, but yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have this, probably have the same thoughts I'm having right now. Again, not going to say too much because you're going to have to watch this film to get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. But like I said before, this, from what I understand, this is the first of a part of a new trilogy Disney has going on right now for this franchise. And based upon the box office results, I'm pretty sure Disney's going to be pretty pleased with the money that it's making right now. So I'm pretty sure we'll get a second and third film in the franchise, and it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. And of course, it's going to be the big question that Noah asks May at the end of the film: Can humans and apes coexist? But we really don't know the answer for that. But we'll see. So I'm going to give Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes 3.5 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. I really did enjoy this film. It's a good start to a trilogy, but I just could not give it four four of my 5 bloody gold coins because a little bit was missing, but it's a great start. I really liked the film, loved the visual effects, loved all the acting, the motion capture, loved all the characters in the particular film. So it's been pretty interesting to see where this franchise goes. So to me, it's a good start to a new trilogy. So there you have it, guys. That is my video and review for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share. It really helps out with that YouTube algorithm. Have you seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? What are your thoughts about it? Please leave your comments in comment section in the comment section of this at the bottom of the comment section and tell you your thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way, we notify anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I see you in my next video. Hope you guys stay safe out there.